Cubs, my name is Roman Camarda and I will be your host for this season of Tiger Cub News.
And my name is Jude Silver, and together we will be bringing you TCN for this year. We want to get into the episode as fast as we can, but first we have some big announcements.
We want to deeply thank everyone that donated equipment to try and make this season's TCN the best that it could be. So thank you so much Mrs. Busick, Mrs. Gervais, Wish Knight, and Speth.
We also want to congratulate Mrs. Busick and all the teachers and students at the school for earning us a Blue Ribbon Award, making this school nationally recognized.
Over the next few weeks, we will keep you informed about Mrs. Busick's trip to Washington, D.C. to pick up the award for her now. But for now, let's start off with good old ASB announcements with Maddie and Lucinda.
Hi Tiger Cubs, I'm your ASB rep Lucinda. For this week's ASB announcements, we have College Day on Friday, September 30th, so show off your college spirit. On Thursday, September 29th, is the last day to qualify for the prizes for the Step It Up fundraiser. Coming this October 21st is the fall event, Fall Into a Fairy Tale, which will be Enchanted Forest theme. We will start selling tickets on Tuesday, October 4th, so come and buy a ticket for the fall event. See you next time, Tiger Cubs.
As always, there's a lot to look forward with ASB, and I'm so excited for everything that was mentioned.
Roman, you want to know something that is just as exciting?
What?
Our new supersized sports segment. Let's see what you and me have to say on the field.
Hey guys, I'm Roman Camarda, and welcome to this year's sports segment. The Tiger Cub teams are all off to an amazing start this year, with the 7th grade football team winning both of their first two games 21-6 and 8-0. The 8th grade team did almost as well with a win against Odysseys in 19-0, but a loss to Locking Yard of 28-0. Here's some highlights and interviews from the 8th grade game.
Okay, Larkin, you had some amazing plays, including that pick six you had. How do you feel about that play?
I thought it was pretty good. I just read them right. I knew where their QB was gonna throw it, so I went there. I put up my hands, I caught it, and I ran.
And you ran gloriously into the end zone. I also hear you have a quote. Can we hear that quote?
You can. I read them right. They read me wrong. I get the ball. I score a touchdown.
Yes, he does. Okay. Lorenzo, you did great out there. What was your favorite play that you had during the game?
I ran like a nice little short route, and that got us the first down we needed, so that was good.
Okay. Even though we played an amazing game and we completely crushed them, is there anything you think the team could do better to do even better next game?
I think we could all be like a little bit more efficient and like kind of tighten some things up, but I think overall we did pretty much everything.
That's great.
Good enough.
How do you feel you did, Andrew?
I did pretty good. I did. Okay. So that was a nice velo slap. I did pretty good. I threw a touchdown to Will in the corner of the end zone, and they got shut out.
Atticus Jones, star player. How do you feel like you did this game?
I feel pretty good. I feel really good on our O-line and D-line. I think we did really well. Shout out to Evan. Shout out to Gavin. Shout out to Eddie. I think we did really well.
Gavin did amazing. The entire team did amazing.
Yeah.
Gavin, Larkin said I need to interview on how you feel about getting pancaked 7 times. That's just then. He did not get pancaked.
Gavin pancaked 3 kids in one play.
Oh! Okay, I'm not here with the coach of the team, Coach Thurman. We won the game 19-0, right? Played an amazing game, got great touchdowns, got some great interceptions. Even though we played amazing, how do you think we could do better as a team?
I think we definitely need to, tighten up some things on our offense. We didn't score every time we wanted to. We didn't make more than one point conversions after our touchdown, and so we need to keep working on our goal line offense. Our defense did a phenomenal job today, stopping those deep passes, returning one interception to the house for a nice, easy touchdown. Overall, I'm very pleased with everyone and their performance, and I look forward to the rest of the season and seeing what we can do.
When you're referring to them saying they should score more, you're talking about in the first half when they were on their offensive side of the field the entire half, and they only scored one touchdown. Is that what you're referring to?
I'm definitely referring to that. I think we need to really be on top of, when we're in that good field position, we got to make that touchdown happen every time, and so they're gonna run a little bit extra, even though we won. They're gonna have to work for it tomorrow. And today was just a preseason game, so it didn't count officially on our schedule. But next week is our first official game against La Cañada at La Cañada.
At La Cañada.
And so we're excited, we're ready, and most importantly, go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Wow, it seems like we have a lot of talent on our team this year. Now let's check out the highlights from the 7th grade football game. Nice job, 7th graders, and congrats on being undefeated. Switching over to volleyball, both of our girls' volleyball teams just played their first games this past Thursday at La Cañada. The 8th graders lost both of their sets 25-13 and 25-19. And unfortunately, the 7th graders lost their games as well. Back to you, me and Jude.
That's a lot of W's for SPMS. Go Tigers!
Speaking of sports, don't forget to sign up for the upcoming kickball tournament.
Let's now see Braden and Max win random ranks.
That was a real fun.
Round 1, fight! Round 2, fight! Final round, fight!
That was a real fun segment. Hey, Jude, you want to know something great about our school?
There's so much. What could you possibly be referring to?
Our school spirit. And let's see some with last Friday's Color Day segment, brought to you by Liam and Sully. That's some great school spirit.
Now let's transition to an off-the-rails day in history with Atticus and Ansel.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of This Day in History. Me and Ansel are very excited for the premiere. Starting off on September 26, 1825, 197 years ago, the first public steam locomotive was unveiled. This revolutionized the way we travel. Another way we revolutionized travel was with the jetpack, or what Yves Rossi calls a jet-powered wing, which brought him across the English Channel from France to Great Britain in 13 minutes. Other honorable mentions for the 26 are hit game Fortnite released, star American tennis player Serena Williams was born, and so was the infamous American historical figure Johnny Appleseed.
On the topic of history, let's see the school 20 years ago with Nolan.
Let's slide right into it.
Did you know that the school website was created 20 years ago? Well, it was. The first screenshot of the school website is back on September 12, 2002. With their internet still being relatively new, it's surprising to find that the school website goes back that far. On the homepage, it features a text that the website is still being produced. But they do have a few things that I found interesting, such as how school used to get out at 3:15. Pretty glad it doesn't anymore. Or how there's going to be a trip to Costa Rica with the school. Granted, most of the links here are broken, unsurprisingly, but if we fast forward to just 2003, we can see a couple things changed. There used to be 8 periods, and the block schedule was 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1, 3, 5, 7. Why? I have no clue, because they had 5 main subjects and 4 electives. Did people have to take every single elective? Instead of homeroom, there was something called SSR. SSR stands for Silent Sustained Reading. Sounds like torture you'd see in a movie, but we'll move on. The last thing I found was called online libraries. Now, there wasn't much interesting about this, but there was one description of the sites listed. The internet's a mess, but this site will help you make sense of it. Librarians organize this site, and it's killer. Yeah, I don't know what that means either, but it honestly scares me a bit, and it proves my theories further of this school. But we'll get into those on the Halloween episode. Thanks for listening, hope you learned something, and I'll see you next week.
Next up, we have our own version of a popular tomato-related review company. We now present Decaying Lycoppersicum.
It's saying Lycopersicum. Now see Atlas, Tilly, and Henry, and what they have to say in this very interesting segment.
Hello, and welcome to the Decaying Lycopersicum. This is a new segment where we rate movies and games.
Today we are reviewing the Paw Patrol movie.
The movie is about a boy who needs a better haircut and his 6 dogs.
The movie is basically a lengthened Paw Patrol episode. They go on a mission to save everyone from Mayor Humdinger and his evil antics.
It has some great jokes, but also bad characters. Overall, it is a horrible movie, mainly because Rocky, Zuma, and Marshall had little to no screen time, and Everest isn't even in it.
They basically replaced all the dogs with this new dog that's really annoying.
Also, they kept reusing the same dumb catchphrase.
Chase is on the case! Rubble on the double!
They also paid for an entire futuristic headquarters with merchandise.
How can we afford this place?
Officially licensed Paw Patrol merchandise.
Though despite all of this, they have some good voice actors, not to mention Jimmy Kimmel, young Sheldon, and that one lady from Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I would have given this movie a solid 1 out of 10, but because of purely the lack of Zuma, it gets bumped down to a 0.5 out of 10.
That segment was very engaging, to say the least.
Something that's also very engaging is offbeat news.
Let's see what Oliver and I have in store for you. Hey guys, this is 5 funny news headlines with me, Roman, and let's get into it. Number 1, forecast calls for weather on Monday. Wait, what? There's weather on Monday? Anyway, number 2, cows lose their jobs as milk prices drop. But how are they gonna pay the bills now? Anyway, number 3, Florida man trapped in an unlocked closet for 2 days? I imagine how stupid he felt when he just turned the knob and then walked out after he was in there for 2 whole days. Anyway, number 4, this is a goodie. Hospitals resort to hiring doctors. My only question is who they were hiring before. Who did they hire before a hospital hired doctors? Anyway, finally, a farmer uses cannons to protect his watermelons. Nah, bro, I can't do it anymore. So that was 5 funny news headlines, and I'll see you next week.
Roman, how did you find those headlines? Some of them were so offbeat.
I see what you did there, Jude. In baseball news, MLB playoffs are starting soon, so let's see a baseball-related segment with Tomas and our new office aide, Danny.
Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
Vince Scully, the man to not only announce every single pitch of this game, but every single pitch for 66 straight years. And in those years, he has announced some of baseball's top moments. I'm Tomas, and this is Vince Scully's top career moments.
He's done it. Pitch is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, throws to first, double play.
0-1 to Charlie. Swung on a high fly ball to deep left field.
Waiting, the outfield deep and straight away. Fastball is a high drive into deep left center field, and it is gone.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
This has been a great first episode so far, but sadly we need to roll our last segment.
Let's see News in 90, followed by the weather, brought to you by Claire, Abigail, and Gabby.
Hey Tiger Cubs, I'm Abigail. And I'm Claire. And this is News in 90. Following Queen Elizabeth's death, around 250,000 people lined up to see the Queen's coffin, with wait times reaching 24 hours and the queue reaching 3 miles in length. Now, the new monarch, King Charles III, has to face the responsibility of continuing and preserving the 1,000-year-old United Kingdom. Many people are now questioning how the new monarchy will lead its people, if he'll make it more modern or if he has any other ideas. In weather news, Hurricane Fiona has affected many places, including Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. The hurricane has wiped out tons of communities and affected millions of people, with extreme flooding causing water and power outages. Unfortunately, temperatures there are over 100 degrees. Winds go as high as 130 miles per hour and storms expect to progressively get worse. Hurricane Fiona has also just been classified as a Category 4 hurricane. According to the official Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale, Category 4 hurricanes bring catastrophic damage. It also claims that the areas where the hurricane strikes will most likely be inhabitable, lasting for weeks or even months. Finally, local weather will be going up again this week, with temperatures reaching 98 degrees. That's all the news for now, Tiger Cubs. Thanks for watching!
Jude, this was a great first episode, but now we have to end it.
It was an amazing first episode, and we have so much in store for the rest of the year.
See you next week, and sayonara, Tiger Cubs! Thank you so much, Mrs. Busick, Miss Gervais, Wish Night.
Gervais! Oh my god!
Thank you so much, Miss Busick, Miss Gervais.
Oh my god!
I said it! And.
Oh my god! And my name is Jude Silver, and together we will be. Also, guys, shout out.